Welcome back to the channel. My name is AL. This is F.O.M. Dtf. And we knocking out some prints, test prints, I call them. And I noticed that a couple of my customers who send me their images their first time around, or maybe they was just, in a rush and didn't get to each and every file. They may thought it was already in printable format. But it's times when you have images that you're going to need to go over and double check if you're trying to get the turnout that you're looking for, the time span, order delivered to the customer, happy. So what I'm going to do is, for the people who don't actually have Photoshop and they in a pinch, a little jam, or whatever you want to call it, type of situation, now I'm not getting paid for this, but this is a go-to that I use time to time, or from like out and about, and say, hey, I don't have my laptop and somebody want me to edit a quick image for them. What do? I go online, I go to Photopea. So you just type in Photopea, you pull it up. It's just like Photoshop. So if you guys are familiar with the software, a little bit familiar with how to run it or operate it, if you're not, go to YouTube, type in a tutorial. Type up how to use Photopea to size image, how to use Photopea to change resolution size, DPI, or whatever. Just type it up, and it should bring it up, and you just get your research on. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys what I do, quick sizing real fast, so you can understand what's really going on. So let me see what size this image is before we really get to it, because what happened was they sent the image to me and it has a lot of air inside of it, a lot of space inside of it, we call it. So this image is a 3.5 by 1.5. So the width is 3.5, the height is 1.5. So when we're looking at the image, we notice it has a lot of air, space you want to call it, and it's not ideal for DTF print, and it's not the size that they actually want. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you guys what I did. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick like. So this is the image right here. And I'm going to show you guys the image, and I'm going to show you what you need to do if you're new to DTF, new to sizing, trying to get everything up and ready. The customer sends you the artwork and it's not in the printable format. It may have the background removed, resolution is probably low, need to up the resolution, or maybe need to change the actual size of the image. Who knows? But this is one thing that I do. Let me show you guys so y'all guys can check this out real quick. Let me go back over here. Let me see if I can get this up in. Okay, there we go. So look, so here we go, right here. So you can see the image size. Sorry, got my light on. Let me go ahead and turn this light right here off so you guys can see. So this right here, go up into the actual size of the image. So you guys can look at the size, and that's not the correct size. This is not a 3.5 by 1.5, because this image, the border is, the actual artboard is, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take this image right here and we're going to lift it and bring it up and get it into, printable format. So what we're going to do is, I normally start in the corner that's over here, and I go ahead, and this is what I do. Everybody's different, but whatever the end result is, it may be the same. I know mine is always the same. So we're going to go like this right here and stretch the image out, right? But what we're not going to do is bring it down, because we don't want to bring it down and make it distorted, make it super long. So we're going to just stretch it out in even size, So now what you're looking at is an image that's actually sized the way it's supposed to be. And you can see top to bottom, side to side, it's perfect. So now what we're going to do with this, you just basically go up to file. And what I do, I don't never go and save the file again and save a duplicate file, because if you go here and save a duplicate file, what's going to happen is, say if you go here and say, hey, we're going to save it to let's export as an actual PNG, right? It's going to save this file twice. So it's going to be extra space that's taken up on the computer. So what I'm going to do is leave it like this, right? And I'm going to go back up to the same file, and I'm going to go to save. And it's going to save the same file that is actually already on the computer. It's going to just change the size. And once it does that, you don't have to worry about it actually having two of the same files, and you're gonna figure out which one I need to print out if you don't save it to another name. So that'll throw you off. So now what you do is, if you go right here into my computer, it's right here. That's the file that we just had saved. So that's it. So now you don't have to save it inside here. You can actually go to your next file, import that file, and then figure out what you're gonna do from there. So we have a couple of files that we need to import. So we're gonna go back and do the same process. And since it's the first file that you see, you have the second one is right here too. It's the same one, but it's just a little smaller. Same process. We're gonna take it, drag it over here, and we're gonna go ahead and you know, raise the size up. So that's about what I'm looking for. Go ahead and bring it down right there, and then we're gonna go back up, do the same process. Go ahead and resave it. It's gonna go back and save it to the original file, and we're not gonna be creating multiple files on our computer. So when I go in, when I check the file to see where it's at, I know it's right here, and both of the files are actually the same. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and complete this process because we have a couple of different more images that the customer actually, you know, need to be resaved and resized. So I know we got to make that happen for them. So it's the same thing with this image here. It's already in the corner. We're gonna take this. We're gonna do it just like this here. We bring it down to like right here, so we know that'd be about ideal size that we want. Now this image is the type of image that you don't want to bring this down, or you don't want to lift this up, because you don't want to distort the image, because this image is kind of like, you know, kind of like a box, I mean rectangle type of shape, if you want to call it that. You know, maybe I'm wrong, but to me that's what it looks like. So we're gonna go do the same thing. We're gonna go ahead and save that right there. Yeah, and then we're gonna continue the process and get all the images up and going. And once you do this right here, let me go back around, see if I can switch this around real quick. Sorry about that, guys. But once you continue this process right here, it's gonna be way more idea for you, and it's gonna be better. Let me go and put this on real quick. Trying to work with my bad skills right now, but I'm trying to make it, you know, a little bit more better quality for you guys. So when you start looking at the videos, you know, you can see a little bit better quality when you're looking at the images. So yeah, so like I said, we saved this image. We're gonna go back out. We're gonna go back to all the other images that need to be resized, and we're gonna print these images out. And once we finish and get everything up to par and going, that's just what it is. So go back through these images, you know, and just make sure the customers is happy with what they get. So we don't want to try to make too much or do too little, too least. Just make sure everything is right, so we can have, you know, a happy customer, and they can have a happy customer as well. So we get everything up and going. So that is the best thing that I can say for the people that's actually new to the DTF, trying to figure out how can I size this, what image, what size, this shirt size, this shirt size. It's different sizes. So what you're gonna do is just basically do the basics and go over everything and look at it as in a calculated move. Say, hey, okay, I did this one. Okay, I did that one. What else do you need for me to do? Let me go back over these and make sure I have everything I need to do. So you'd be good. Other than that, so let me finish with these images, and then, you know, we're gonna go try to make everything happen for tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching the channel. My name is AL. This is F.O.M. Dtf. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you're already new to the channel, your notification bell is not cut on to all. If you subscribe to the channel, it's the first time watching, cut your notification bells on to all. We're going to drop new content. Watch all the old videos. Appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you. I'm out.